Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about they throw the bag, then they'll throw the drink down. Sonic worker reveals the real reason they put stickers on your DoorDash orders. So if you ever received a DoorDash order as either a gig worker or a customer, you may notice that the orders are sticker sealed. Now that usually is for the food safety overall and making sure that the bag is sealed and the customer can't complain about the bag being open and the missing items and blah blah blah. But this person apparently has something to say about it as well. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash UberEats and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. This may have happened to you. You get home after a long day of work and too exhausted to cook, so you splurge on a delivery app. The order arrives. You're about to chow down, but first you have to cut your way through a gauntlet of staples and stickers to get your bag open. Yeah, some restaurants really go hardcore about the stickers and staples that they seal the bag with. They make sure no one's getting in the bag unless they're really trying for it. Don't get too angry. Those stickers may have prevented your bacon double cheeseburger from smelling like an ashtray. Okay, why do you automatically assume that the driver is a smoker? Like, seriously. There are some cases where you're not wrong, but still, I know that there are others that do smoke, but I don't smoke. Sonic employee Hunter at Hunterlollo explained how in a video posted to her TikTok account on Wednesday. The video has picked up over 4,200 views as of the publication of this story. The things you do for content, huh? I'm going to leave our TikTok as well as her profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. Hunter opened her video by describing how a woman's edible arrangement delivery arrived, reeking of cigarette smoke. Hunter had no problem believing the claim and explained how her job at Sonic and her interaction with delivery drivers made her more than willing to believe that the driver was at fault. Okay, there are a lot of things I say that you cannot blame the driver for. Making the bag smell like cigarette smoke because you were smoking in the car on the way to the customer, I gotta admit, I believe that too. Like I said, I don't smoke, but I definitely believe that's possible.
I just want to say, I work at Sonic, and the delivery drivers that we give the food to, like she said, that's so unprofessional. I know these people do it as a job, but do you think that they treat it that way?
There are some people that do not treat it as a job. I definitely agree with that. Some people take it really hardcore, make it a business, but some people kind of just do it and are whatever about it. But then again, there are some people who actually have jobs and don't treat it as a job. I remember going to Red Lobster to pick up an order. I was asked by 4 different people who I was picking up for. They all went in the back and they did a little puff puff with the good stuff. And then the manager went back there to tell them to get their ass out there, like, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Because they were playing some stupid game. And quite honestly, I'm tired of the nonsense myself. So I don't think it's a driver thing, although drivers are part of it. I think it's more of a character thing. Because I know people go into some of these jobs or some of the places that they work and they're blatantly useless.
Don't get me wrong, there are some that do. There are some that have their thermal bag and stuff, and I've done food delivery in the past. I wanted to try it out, not for me, but I tried it out. And so there are some people that do it well, you know, they have the thermal bag, they're very professional, and hey, I'm here to pick up this, da, 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 da. But 9 times out of 10, they don't even speak to me. Like, they just shove a phone in my face, and then I go get the stuff, and I'm like, hi, everything's in the bag. And they throw the bag and they'll throw the drink down. They do not care. That is why company, like, we put stickers over everything. At our Sonic location, we put stickers on the drinks. We staple the bag shut. So one, yeah, they can't look in the bag, which is like good and bad, but we try to make sure that we do our part to put everything in the bag. And 2, so they don't mess with your food. Like, y'all, these are just people. Like, these are just strangers. There's barely any vetting process that comes when you want to, like, be a food delivery person for, like, Uber or anything like that. So I'm sorry to this lady that had to deal with that, but even yesterday, I went and took a delivery out, and the guy was smoking a cigarette as I'm handing him the stuff. And in the Sonic drive-in, mind you, I hate that when people do that in the first place, just smoking while I'm standing there. That's disgusting. But smoking as he's grabbing just like, think about that when you're ordering food.
Do you honestly think that some of these food service jobs have much of a vetting process either? Like, really think about that too for a second. There are some people who have no vetting process, or the vetting process is so arbitrary that they make it seem like it's all important, and then you start the job and then they're the most useless people in the world because they looked good during the interview but really were a piece of crap. Anybody could sound good for a day, whereas these gig apps, there are a lot of times, and I mean a lot of times, where we are more concerned about staying on the apps than getting on another one. Getting wrongfully deactivated is a real fear of being a gig worker. According to Money.com, UberEats drivers are put through a background check that screens their driving and criminal history, but no food handling experience is necessary. DoorDash also uses a similar process, but neither company requires drivers to complete a food handling certificate of any kind. Which is also why when certain restaurants ask us to fill up the drink, we're not really supposed to do that. I will do it if they are absolutely swamped and there was nobody able to actually do it themselves. Fine, I won't argue with that. But now in Florida specifically, they just passed a law where restaurants are going to be held even more accountable in that way. That they could get seriously fined more than normal. DoorDash's online food safety handling requirement states that drivers must not open food containers or tamper with the order in any way, and that drivers should keep the food hot and secure in your hot bag and in your vehicle before you drive to the customer. Now, I know a lot of drivers don't actually use the hot bag and think the hot bag is crap, but that is what they want, so not gonna argue with them. According to the Uber Eats website, people delivering using the Uber Eats app are not required to use insulated delivery bags. The guidelines suggest that opening packaging during the delivery can lead to foreign matter in the food, which may pose a significant food safety risk for customers, but do not specifically prohibit the practice. Let's just be real though, don't mess with anybody's food. I think that's one of the major things that a lot of gig workers get a lot of crap for, and we're not even doing it half the time. Don't mess with somebody else's food. Hunter's video inspired some all too familiar complaints about the delivery service in the video comment section. Here we go. Like, they don't even read that I want my order left at the door. Vanessa Gomez at Isa 1095 wrote. She went on to note, dead ass, these people have zero customer service experience and should have a food handler certification. I did DoorDash for a hot second and they send you a bag to use. Hunter responded, yes, at least a food handler certificate. I wouldn't be against it, but again, it's not our job to mess with the food. It's our job to deliver the food, getting it from the restaurant and to the customer's door. That's it. Also, the point of having the order left at the door, there's a literal setting for that. If you want the order left at the door, just move it from a meet at the door setting and move it to leave at the door. That's all you have to do. Because otherwise, we're getting a freaking contract violation if you claim something like,
I never got my order. Where's my order?
bro, for real, I do not smoke in my car and I keep my car very clean. As someone who delivers, that should be a standard, another viewer offered. Okay, real talk though, yes, I 100% agree with that. Keep it clean. Make sure that if the customer's food is gonna go down somewhere, food is gonna be handed to them from a clean space to a clean space, you know what I'm saying? Another viewer said that they had this similar experience with an order smelling of cigarettes, writing, I had a delivery and the sealed plastic bag smelled like cigarettes too. It was disgusting. I thought maybe the car smells like that. Yeah, like I said, don't smoke and do delivery. I've never been a smoker, but don't do that. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Yes, the drivers should absolutely not be smoking in the car. They should keep their car clean, blah, blah, blah. We do not have food handler certificates. Should we? I feel like that's debatable. But our job is simply to get the food from the store to the customer, not to actually do much else with it. We're not cooking it. We're not filling the drinks. Some restaurants want us to, but they're trying to push something on us that they shouldn't. There are some restaurants that keep trying to push some employee mentality because they're doing some shady stuff. Never allow that. Because at the end of the day, you could be fined just as much as they are. Now in Florida, they made it absolutely clear, do not do that to the driver. If you're gonna do that, you're going to get fined. Now that also said, if a customer wants an order at the door, that's their own fault. They should actually set it up that way. Don't just leave it as a note, actually set the setting. If you're too lazy to set the setting, that's your own damn fault. I refuse. And a very major point here, don't mess with somebody else's food and don't contaminate the food with whatever you're doing, because that's not right. That's an easy way to get bad ratings, but just more importantly, you don't mess with somebody's food. Like seriously, that is just all kinds of messed up. So keep your work clean and your ratings will stay clean, okay, man? You know, as long as you're dealing with quality customers. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!